how do you think AI is going to affect the property industry?
A lot of like buyers agents, real estate agents will say, oh, it's not going to do too much. You still need the personal relationship. However, we're sort of using that anyway. Like with a lot of like, especially commercial property, like you'll go in with a 3D scanner and you can actually do like virtual walkthroughs and things like that without the need of having like an agent basically come in and take the professional photos. I saw a couple of weeks ago, there's some software on your phone now. You can literally just walk around your property and it'll make a 3D walkthrough model of it. So as that stuff develops, is there going to be need for like a real estate agent? Because if I can walk around my house and film it and then put it on some form of platform and people can look at it and it's real, it's actually trustworthy because you've actually used like verified applications to do it, all of a sudden it actually takes the agents out of it. There's a guy in Japan who's actually just became one of the youngest billionaires. He actually created AI where he looked at any large companies and looked for any directors that were getting a little bit on in age. So once they're a bit older, knowing that they're going to want to sell out of the business. And then he ran AI to find other types of businesses that would potentially merge with them or buy them out. And he's connected them that way. And he takes a percentage of obviously the transaction. So he's become a billionaire from that. So in the past where you would have went to a business broker and they would have tried to advertise online and do that, they've actually done it through AI, like using all the kind of integrations that way. And it's taken that person out of it completely. I think there's going to be something similar in the real estate one. So even for residential and commercial, where you can put in your types of like preferences for styles of properties, where they are, things like that. And you could even do this through like real commercial, where you're ticking it can see how long you look at certain types of properties. And then if I'm a seller, I put on my property and no longer do I need an agent to be able to call through his database saying, oh, I've got you a buyer. I'll actually just get matched up with that seller and say, look, Steve likes your exact types of properties. He's pre-approved, blah, 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 blah. And you can get the deal done completely cutting out that middleman and the buyer's agent as well. So I do think that's coming in the next kind of 5 to 15 years. It might actually make it a fair market where stuff actually goes at the value it should be going for. However, that affects capital growth as well, because what can actually bring a market up is you only need one or two people paying more. And like the example I'll use is, say we've got a body corporate warehouse complex and let's say they're all the same size and they all sell for $1 million. As soon as one of them sells for 1.1, because let's say a buyer really wanted the property or didn't know what they were doing, the next time you go to sell one in that complex, that becomes a benchmark. So you might sell it for 1 million and 50, or you might sell it for 1.15 million. And that's where the human element and emotions come into it as well, which that's the hard part because humans are emotional. So I'm more curious, is AI going to take out human emotions or are we going to need it more than ever?